What's up, guys? It's Lugo back with Flex Appeal episode 53. Today was my second leg day of week 9. We started off with some pause squats. It was a pretty good day, aside from the fact that I had to use this fucking rack. I normally use a combo rack in powerlifting, which is it's just like a regular. It's better than a regular rack because it has more. For the people that don't know, it has more adjustments on the height, so you can get very close, if not perfect, to where you need to unrack it and not have like a ton of room. It also comes with a bench, but they were like out of. They weren't out of order. I think that our gym owner got rid of one of them because I didn't see it. The bench was still there, but like the actual rack wasn't there. I don't know what's going on there. I really, really hope she's not getting rid of like all of the combo racks because I feel like I know that the people that powerlifted at this gym have moved away from this gym and have gone to a different gym for whatever variety of reasons that I don't want to talk about. But I really hope she doesn't get rid of more than like I mean like two is really all you need, maybe one. But for the time I come, it's like I only need like one combo rack. But she's been kind of getting rid of stuff to make room for bodybuilding machines. I just really hope that we still have some combo racks because it's very inconvenient to squat in a normal rack after you use a combo rack because you get your height so perfect. Like on this one, I'm like lower. I have to like dip lower, and it's too close to the mirror, so I'm like kind of being cautious when I set up forward because my head is like about to butt into the mirror. Um, but it wasn't my intention to talk about racks for this long. I kind of wanted to discuss my squat warm up because I started to add something in that I don't normally do, and I think I'm gonna keep going forward is Cossack squats, which is just like leaning to your leg on one side and squatting, and it kind of works in a similar fashion to split squats, except for it warms up your adductor as well. Like you get a nice adductor stretch, and I think that may be something that I've been missing from my warm up, where I feel like I normally warm up my core, doing my core training for the day for whatever I have before my squats, during my squat sets. Um, I do behind the neck pull downs to warm up my back. I did split squats to warm up my quads a little bit more. And then I also do like good mornings with the bar. I do like 2 sets when I'm warming up with just the bar before I get into any weight. And then I just do good mornings with that. I do like a bastard squat at the bottom where I'll squat to the bottom and then I'll just do a good morning for the bottom and then do that for a few reps and then do some squats with the barbell. But as far as like a good like adductor stretch before I start, it definitely feels good, and I'm just gonna like keep it in there and see how it goes because I definitely feel like they don't get warm enough sometimes during squats, normal squats. But belt squat has been going swimmingly. I've been pushing the weight on this quite a lot, and I definitely feel like it has been helping my squat progress very well. Um, so I'm gonna keep pushing these up. I'm kind of like it's not on this day, but I kind of want to move leg press again. I really like the squat press, but it is very. I'm not really that strong at it, but it's starting to get very inconvenient to like have to put 6 plates on the squat press, especially because we have these fucking deep dish plates, bro. I have a very high disdain for these specific Rogue deep dish because they're so annoying to rack because you can't do like two at a time when you can with the normal pound plates. And I understand why she got them because our gym owner because they have like a coat that doesn't chip. But I believe that there are thin pound plates that have the exact same coating that are like thin steel calibrated pound plates. So I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't get those instead because these fucking deep dish like they look nice, but man, they are pretty useless, especially because they end up taking more. room on the machine. So if you're very strong, it's very tedious to re-rack and unrack or rack and unrack these weights. I'm currently not strong enough for that to matter anyway, but for something like leg press, it's getting very tedious. So I'm unsure. I like doing leg press, but man, is it annoying, especially because I feel like the leg presses we have, they kind of don't go low enough, and it ends up being like an awkward position. So I might just end up doing something like adding in back pendulum, or we have a lot of good hack squats. We also have like a V squat, power squat. I like to call it the Arsenal one. And then we have like a true pendulum, from Atlantis, which I think I'm just gonna use that one because I really like how that feels, and it's very good on my quads. It ends up being a very good workout. I don't know. I'm like trying not to move a lot of stuff around because I feel like I sometimes have this tendency to like swap stuff around. And now it's like if I'm doing something, it's gonna be one movement per week. Uh, but it's only stuff that I really don't like, which I'm kind of starting to not like leg pressing because of that. But I digress on that because leg press is a good movement. It's just annoying. But the training today was pretty good. I felt good. I've started to do because I train at like 1:32 in the morning, and I don't eat before just because I like to train when there's nobody around because I like to film and I like to get it done, and I still feel like I can get really good training in because I managed to get sleep in as well. Uh, so I started eating Rice Krispies before my training session to at least have some carbs. I also eat like around 7 p.m. and I have my ground beef meal. So it's like still in my system, but as far as getting some like quick and more carbs in, I started doing like 2 or 3 Rice Krispies just to make sure. Um and it definitely feels like it's working because I usually do a good amount of steps or like incline treadmill directly after my lifting, which is it's not ideal, but I like to rack them up so I don't get lazier in the day, and especially my incline after I finish lifting. Um, and I noticed that before I started implementing it, my energy like was starting to get really low after the session, uh, and it would be hard to do the incline treadmill. But I noticed that today, because I started implementing it like I think last week, so it's been a while. It felt really good. I felt very energized. I was cranking out the incline treadmill. Um, but I pretty much went over time. But that's pretty much it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow for the last day of week 9 and my second pull day of the week. Thank you for watching.